room where we do lay our scene is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. Caesar has won the civil war and driven his one-time triumvirate named Pompey into Egypt, where he is promptly beheaded. Upon his return, Caesar is named Dictator Perpetuo. Admit me, one Wikipedia's minimus, aka Little Wiki, aka the soothsayer to this history, who, prologue like your humble patience pray, gently to hear, kindly to judge our play.
Through a civil war, Julius Weezer has just returned and he's been named dictator for life.
That's not the way we like to rule. There's one guy calling all the shots, but don't ask me, I ain't nobody, just another senator. The 7 hills, that's where I want to be. Living in the 7 hills, the 7 hills. Circa 44 BC. Living in the 7 hills. Caesar is like a shooting star, acting all beautiful and clean. But we all know behind closed doors, there's lots of dirt behind the scene. I wanna live a life like that.
I wanna be just like a king.
Take my picture by the pool, 'cause I'm an epic thing. The 7 hills, that's where I call my home. Living in the 7 hills, the 7 hills. That's another name for home. Living in the 7 hills. Yeah, let me go with the cello. No wire.
We don't stand a chance. It's something that you're born into, and we just don't belong.
No, we don't. We're just some low-class senators, and it will always be that way. I might as well enjoy my life till my freedom goes away. The 7 hills, that's where I want to be. Living in the 7 hills, the 7 hills. Wanna be sure we live free. Living in the 7 hills, the 7 hills. Hey, yeah, the 7 hills. Living in the 7 hills.
Well, the show had already started when you guys came waltzing on in. I guess the obvious question is, where the f*** have you been? You missed the opening number, some of the character exposition, but that's okay, 'cause it's loud.
I'll take your coffee, I'll take your coffee. We also lay. Your coffee, oh, we also lay. Your coffee, solid,
We're glad you're here, and it looks like you've been drinking. Well done. We're gonna wait till you find us here. We're gonna wait all the way.
You are the flame to be thus waited for. Thither, prepare the games to start at once. Set on and leave no ceremony out.
Ah, Caesar!
Caesar! Caesar!
Who is it in the crowd that calls on me? I hear a tongue shriller than all the music of Enya. Speak! Caesar is turned to hear.
Beware the Ides of March.
What man is that, Brute?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Set him before me. Let me see his face.
On Caesar.
What sayest thou to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
He is a dreamer. Let us leave him.
Come, fellow.
What can be avoided whose end is purposed by the mighty God?
That's right, Caesar!
Caesar! Caesar!
Caesar! Brutus, I have not from your eye that gentleness and show of love as I was wont to have.
Cassius, be not deceived. Vexed I am of late with passions of some difference, which give some soil, perhaps, to my behaviors. Poor Brutus, with himself at war, forgets the shows of love to other men.
Tell me, good Brutus, can you see your face?
No, for the eye sees not itself, but by reflection.
Oh, that's good.
That's Shakespeare.
It is just, but it is very much lamented, Brutus, that you have no such mirrors as would turn your hidden worldliness into your eye, that you might see your shadow.
Into what dangers would you lead me, Cassius, that you would have me seek into myself for that which is not in me?
There's a late sound cue, yes. Foul right off the bat. Number 15, Corey, the stage manager, calling the ha-ha-ha a little bit late. Obviously, you started drinking early. You'll mind the first round of the Federal after the show. Back to the play. Hold on. This man here just opened some food. What are you eating, sir? Oh, milk duds. You bring enough for everyone? For everyone on stage. Take one and pass them down. I'm not kidding, Richard. Take one and pass them down. You should know better than to sit in bright light and eat food in front of me. There you go. Good. Nice that ZZ Top could enjoy the benefit. So let's imagine we heard There it is.
For a second there, I couldn't remember what play I was in. What means this noise? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Do you fear it? Then must I think you would not have it so?
I would not, Cassius, and yet I love him well. What is it you would impart to me?
I'm glad you asked. Men at some time are masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, and we are underlings. Upon what meat doth this our Caesar feed on, that he has grown so great? Huh? I've been watching you, Brutus, from the back of the forum. I see you're unsure, even through your decorum. You're finding it troublesome, finding it odd, that this man is like now to become a god. I was born free, so was he, so were you. And if he's crowned king, what are we to do? I can console you and say it's all good, but you know that it's not. If you don't, then you should. It's all unfurled into a cold, dark world, and we've got to make a plan. Now I know that you're thinking I'm trying to score, but deep in your heart, you know that I'm more than a coward or a scoundrel. I don't mean to hound you, I don't want to lose you, so how can I prove to you that I am sincere? You don't need to fear, I'm not like the life that is free from a hostile regime. For Rome that I love, I'm rising above to a note that's too high, so I'll drop an octave.
I will consider.
I am glad that my weak lyrics have struck but thus much show of fire for Troubies. Oh, games are commenced and that one was on time.
I am not gamesome.
What? You will not go see the running of the course and our great competitor, Mark Antony, who drinks, who wastes the lamps of night in revel, who some say marks the time with Cleopatra?
I do lack some part of that quick spirit that is in Antony. Wish me luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Put me in the special race for people with the space, and I will break a sweat wallet to my trophy case. Yes, I have the looks, but check your history books. I was a dude with attitude, put you in your place. And someday on TV, all the predators may be, and movies will be made. I'll be an Oscar nominee. The time is coming soon when I will have it all. I'll be the quarterback when Julius Weezer takes the ball. I'm a troublemaker, never been a faker, doing things my own way, never giving up. I'm a troublemaker, not a double taker. I don't have the patience to keep it on the up. I'm gonna be a star, and people will crave next to get a glimpse of me and see if I am having sex. And studying my moves, they'll try to understand why I'm so unlike the other rulers across the land. I'm such a mystery, as anyone can see. There isn't anybody else exactly quite like me. And when the party stops, I will throw up my toga and get the crowd to shout out loud, I'm doing naked yoga. I'm a troublemaker, never been a faker, doing things my own way, never giving up. I'm a troublemaker, not a double taker. I don't have the patience to keep it on the up, but I always keep it up.
Well done, good Antony.
Thanks, noble Caesar. Look you, Cassius, an angry spot doth grow on Caesar's brow.
Let me have men about me that are fat. Young Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear not, Caesar, he's not dangerous. He's a noble Roman and well given.
Would he were flattered, but I fear him not. Yet if my name were liable to fear, I do not know the man I should avoid so soon as that spare Cassius. He thinks too much. He looks quite through the deeds of men. He loves no plays, as thou dost, Antony. He hears no music. So, musical theater, forget it. Seldom he smiles, and smiles in such a sort as if he mocked himself and scorned his spirit. Hey, you bastard. Such men as he be never at heart's ease whilst they behold one greater than themselves, and therefore are they very dangerous. I'd rather tell thee what is to be feared than what I fear, for always I am Caesar. Huh? What? Come on my right hand, but this here is death, and tell me truly what thou thinkst of him.
Tell us what have chanced today, that Caesar looks so sad.
I will tell you. Mark Antony offered him a crown.
No!
Thrice!
No!
Yes! Yet each time he put it by with the back of his hand. But to my thinking, he would fain have had it. After he refused it, the rattlement of it such a deal of stinking breath that it had almost choked Caesar, for he swooned and fell down at it.
What, did Caesar swoon?
Yes, he fell down at the marketplace and foamed at the mouth and was speechless.
Damn, 'tis very like he hath the falling down and foaming at the mouth sickness.
Oh, Caesar hath it not, but you and I, an honest Casca, we have the falling down and foaming at the mouth sickness.
Would you like to tell the story?
Sorry.
Now, before he fell, when he perceived the common herd was glad he refused the crown, he plucked open his doublet and offered them his throat to cut. And so he fell. When he came to himself again, he said if he had done or said anything amiss, he desired their worships to think it was his infirmity. 3 or 4 wenches where I stood cried,
Alas, good soul!
and forgave him with all their hearts. But if Caesar had stabbed their own mothers, they would have done no less.
And after that, he came thus sad away.
Aye, but I have said too much. Very well.
Casca, will you dine with me tonight?
Aye, if I be alive and your mind hold and your dinner worth the eating.
Good, farewell. I will expect you there.
Do so both.
Boogity-ha! And so it is. For this time, I will leave you. Tomorrow, if you please to speak with me, I will come home to you. Or if you will, come home to me, and I will wait for it. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Till then, Bruce, think of the world. Well, Brutus, thou art noble, and yet I see thy honorable metal may be wrought. For who's so firm that cannot be seduced? Am I right, sir? Caesar does bear me hard, but he loves him some Brutus. What will I do? 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 Oh. Yeah. Off you go, yeah. I will this night him at Brutus's window throw, as if they came from several citizens, writings, all tending to the great opinion that Rome holds of his name, wherein obscurely Caesar's ambition shall be glanced at. And after this, let Caesar see him sure, for we will shake him, or worse days endure.
Good evening, Casca.
Hail Caesar!
Why are you so breathless? Why stare you so?
Are not you moved when all the sway of the earth shakes like a thing unfurled?
Nah, I'm old. I've seen some shit.
Appear you in the streets without your guards?
Oh, I'm just running a few errands. Good night then, Casca. This disturbed sky is not to walk in.
Who's there?
A Roman.
Doesn't narrow it down. Wait. Casca, by your shaky dialect.
Your ear is good, Cassius. What a night is this?
A very pleasing night to honest men.
Have you ever seen the heavens minister?
Aye. Now could I, Casca, name to thee a man most like this dreadful night, a man no mightier than thyself or me in personal action, yet prodigious grown, and as fearful as these strange eruptions.
'Tis Caesar that you mean, is it not?
Let it be who it is.
Indeed, they say tomorrow the senators meet to establish Caesar as a king. Yes, but stand by a while, for here comes one in haste.
Tis Cinna, I do know him by his gait, he is a friend. Cinna, where haste you, sir?
To find out you. Who's that? But tell us, Simba.
No, it is Casca. One incorporate to our attempts. Cinna, am I not stayed for?
I am glad all to. What a fearful night is this.
Am I not stayed for? Tell me.
Yes, you are. Oh, Cassius, if you could but win the noble Brutus to our party, he sits high in all the people's hearts, and that which would appear offense in us will turn to virtue and to worthiness once he's Gucci with it.
Aye. Him and his worth, and our great need of him, you have right well conceited, good Cinna. Now
For
think this.
we've been ensnared in a world that's really weird, and I'm going to tell you why.
I wish you wouldn't.
We've become involved with a world that... I shouldn't try to do these on the fly.
Cinna, take this paper, and look, Cinna, and look you throw it in Brutus's window, where he may but find it. Aye, all this done, repair to the olive garden, where you shall find us.
and thus bestow these papers as you have bade me.
Bogey
breadsticks.
Now know you, Casca, that I have moved already some certain of the noblest-minded Romans to undergo with me an enterprise of honorable, dangerous consequence, most bloody, fiery, and most terrible. But where's my head? I perhaps speak this before a willing Caesar aficionado.
You speak to Casca, and to such a man that is no fearing telltale. Take my hand, and I shall set this foot of mine as far as who goes farthest.
There's a bargain made! Boogity ha!
You can't control me no more, Cleopatra, Cleopatra, Patra.
If it be love indeed, tell me how much. Oh, not much. Oh, as I am Egypt's queen, thou blushest, Antony.
How, my love? There's beggary in the love that can be reckoned.
Good save. Oh, my oblivion is a very Antony, and I'm all forgotten.
But that your royalty holds idleness your subject, I should take you for idleness itself.
Oh, 'tis sweat and labor to bear such idleness so near the heart does Cleopatra this. But sir, forgive me, since my becomings kill me when they do not hide well to you. Therefore be deaf to my unpitied folly.
Whoa. Let's not confound the time of conference hallers. There's not a minute of our lives should stretch without some pleasure in it. What's sport tonight? I am stirred by Cleopatra.
So I gathered.
I like my sex, even if it's with my hands. Sex making is a family tradition. Going back to the caveman days, they were walking around in a haze till they figured it out and they said, "Gosh dang, this is great." Now I'm like a caveman climbing through the walls, walking around with gigantic footballs. Where's my sex? I thought it was here. I walk like an Egyptian and it helps me to fear. I got no idea where it disappeared to, and I'm running late. I can't be late.
Just try to find it. Consider this our first date. No, I'm a little bit shy, but believe me, I'm worth the wait. We can tumble around for a while, and I'm sure I could make you smile. But things will get complicated because I'm ahead of state. Oh, it's gonna be a little while, my boy. Got my forget to make a bold toy. Where's your sex? I just come to say that honestly, at first I think I thought you were gay. I got no idea where it disappeared to, and you're running late. I can't be late. So can you hear me? Rockin'. I know you're gonna have me. Rockin'. Could you let me out tonight? Pretty please. Brother, sister, got time. I got some sex on the street, sex off the pan, sex in the building at the Roman Cathedral. Where's my sex? I thought it was here. It was here. Under the couch or out in the clear. I got no idea where it disappeared to, and I'm running late. I can't be late.
You are staying for the capital, my lord, and you're running late.
You must not stay here any longer. Your dismission has come from Caesar, therefore you must hear it, Antony.
Let Roman Tiber melt. Let the storms come and the rains wash us out.
Oh. When the rains down in love It's okay.
Here is my space.
That one isn't on my space anymore.
Hi, wrangling queen. I'll leave you, baby.
And all the gods go with you. Oh.
My queen, a visitor waits in your bedchamber.
Who is that has come to us so late? I thought he'd never leave.
Since Cassius first did wet me against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like a phantasma or a hideous dream. What? Lucius, ho!
It's pronounced luscious. And who you calling ho? It never gets old. I mean, called you, my lord?
Get me a candle in my study, Lucius, and when it is lighted, come and call me here.
Okay!
It must be by his death. Yet for my own part, I have no personal cause to spurn at him, but for the general. He would be crowned. How that might change his nature, there's the question.
Sir! I found this paper in the window, not sealed up, and I am sure it did not lie there when I went to
The
bed.
seal is broken.
I had to make some redactions. Too late?
It's not tomorrow, boy. The Ides of Mars.
Oh, the Eyes of Laurel Mars. I love that movie. Tommy Lee Jones and that and Coal Miner's Daughter. And do you know he plays the drums for Motley Crue? You'll get that one like Thursday.
Look in the calendar and bring me word.
Okay.
Brutus, thou sleepst. Awake and see thyself. Speak, strike, redress. Redress. Love, citizen. Speak, strike, redress.
Sir, March has wasted 14 days.
Go! Somebody knocks at the curtain.
Okay.
Rome, I make thee promise, if the redress will follow, thou receivest thy full petition at the hand of Brutus.
Sir, tis your brother Cassius at the door.
Is Cassius alone?
No, there are others with him.
Do you know them?
No, their faces are buried in their cloaks like a boy band of monks.
Let them enter.
Okay, but if they drank a bunch of mud in here, I'm not cleaning it up because you don't pay me enough for all that. I only get paid to clean around the house and dust and stuff like that. You better call ServPro or something like that because all this dialogue is basically just to cover a change.
This is the faction. Oh, conspiracy. Where wilt thou find a cavern dark enough to mask thy monstrous visage? Hide it all in smiles and affability. Hey, guys.
Brutus, do we trouble you? I fear we are too bold upon your rest.
I have been up this hour, awake all night. Know I the men that come along with you?
Aye, every man of them, and no man here but honors you. This is Metellus.
He is welcome hither.
Thanks, good Brutus. FYI, I have a plan if we need one.
We all just want to look at your alfalfa sprout there.
Good, give it a little.
A little hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
That
There
maybe works. Okay.
we go.
This is good Cinna.
He is welcome.
My good lord.
This the noble Casca.
He is welcome.
Thanks, noble Brutus.
This an entirely different character, Decius. And this is the noble, Trebonius.
They are all welcome.
He's in character.
He's in character.
Peas and carrots, but definitely not broccoli.
I would like to know if the noble Brutus have in hand any exploit worthy the name of honor.
Such an exploit have I in hand. Good gentlemen, look fresh and merrily. Let not our looks put on our purpose.
And what is our purpose?
A piece of work that will make sick men whole.
But are not some men whole that we must make sick?
That must we also.
Shall no man else be touched, but only Caesar?
I fear it is not meet Mark Antony should outlive Caesar.
Our course would seem too bloody then, Cassius. To cut the head off and then hack the limbs, let us be sacrificers, not butchers. As for Mark Antony, think not of him, for he can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
Yet I do fear it for the love he has to Caesar. The clock strikes 3, 4.
It's almost time to part. Ready to hear my plan.
And Caesar is superstitious grown of late. The persuasion of his advisors may keep him from the capital today.
Never fear that. If he be so resolved, I can know or sway him. For when I tell him he likes flatterers, he says he does, being then most flattered himself. Never fear, I will bring him to the capital.
Give me all your hands, one by one.
Aye, and let us swear our resolution.
No, not an oath. What need we any spur but our own cause to prick us to redress? We've been scared to make a move, so much left for us to prove. I guess it's time for us to show what we've got. I will do my best for you, but there are things we have to do. We can't wait no more, we've got to move on. This is the dawning of a brave new world. We don't know where we're going, but we know we'll figure it out, yeah. This is the dawning of a brave new world. No more hesitating, it's too late to turn back now, yeah. It just might take this action to see a chain reaction. Everyone lost a ring in the sun. We hate to leave our shelter, but there's so much waiting out there. If only we open our eyes and see. Oh, 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 oh. This is the dawning of a brave new world. We don't know where we're going, but we know we'll figure it out, yeah. This is the dawning of a brave new world. Ha!
Friends, disperse yourselves, but all remember what you have said and show yourselves true Romans. Boogity ha!
Brutus, my lord.
Portia! Wherefore rise you now? It is not for your health thus to commit your weak condition to the raw, cold morning.
Nor for yours neither. You've ungently, Brutus, stolen from my bed. And yesternight at supper you suddenly arose and walked about, musing and sighing. And when I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks, and with an angry waving of your hand gave sign for me to leave you. So I did. It will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep. Dear my lord, make me acquainted with your cause of grief.
I am not well in health, and that is all.
Brutus is wise, and were he not in health, he would embrace the means to come by.
And so I do, good Portia. Go to bed.
You have some sycophants within your mind, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know of. Unfold to me why you are heavy.
Hey, I'm working on that. Sad heart, go.
And what men tonight have had resort to you? For here have been some 6 or 7 that did hide their faces even from the night. And there was singing and choreography. It wasn't always together. And upon my knees I ask.
No, kneel not, gentle Portia.
I should not need if you were gentle, Brutus. Is it accepted I should know no secrets that appertain to you? Am I to keep with you at meals, comfort your bed, and talk with you sometimes? Dwell I but in the suburbs of your good pleasure? If it be no more than Portia is Brutus' harlot, not his wife. Oh.
You are my true and honorable wife, as dear to me as are the ruddy drops that visit my sad heart.
If this were true, then should I know this secret? Tell me your counsels, I will not disclose them. I have made strong proof of my constancy. Blushes?
What now?
You're on.
Okay.
Wait, you prepared a song? Can you rehearse?
Sit. Every morning, every day, you've been looking for the chance to get away. In the evening, you're not right. You stop dreaming and you're up for half the night. Every chance that I get, I am placing a bet on the sun in the sky. And if you take yourself away from me, I'll never forgive you. Can't you see? Our lives will be broken from all that's left unspoken. I can feel those heavy chains, and they're holding back the hope that keeps you sane. You can fight back, yes you can, 'cause you're strong enough, I know, 'cause you're my man. And I hate when you're home, I still share you with Rome, and you're distant from me. And if you take yourself away from me, I'll never forgive you. Can't you see? Our lives will be broken from all that's left unspoken. Thank you, Lashes.
Okay.
Oh, ye gods, render me worthy of such a noble wife. Portia, let us go in, and by thy bosom will partake the secrets of my heart.
And with a heart new fired, I follow thee, to do I know not what, but it sufficeth that Brutus lead me on.
Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice hath Calpurnia in her sleep cried out,
Help! How! They murder Caesar!
"Who's with you?" "Yes, my lord." "Go bid the priest do present sacrifice body and bring me their opinions of success." "I will, my lord."
What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not stir out of your house today.
He wants to go on a sacrifice.
"Caesar shall go forth. The things that threatened me ne'er looked but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, they are banished."
Caesar, I never stood on ceremonies, yet now they fright me. Graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce, fiery warriors fought upon the clouds, which drizzled blood upon the Capitol. And there were gypsies, tramps, and thieves. And ghosts that shriek and squeal about. Oh, Caesar, these things are beyond all use, and I do fear them. For the night is dark and full of terror.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant taste of death but once. of all the wonders that I yet have heard, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, seeing that death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
Oh no! Oh no!
What say the priest, Bobby?
They would not to have you stir forth today. Oh. Hold on.
What?
All right.
Still alive!
It's still alive!
It's fine. It's fine.
Do it!
It's fine. It's fine. Hold on. Plucking the entrails of the offering forth. They could not find a heart within the beast.
No! Take it away and really kill it! Just
Right.
kill it!
Alice tonight.
Kill it!
The gods sent this joke in vengeance and cowardice. Caesar should be a beast without a heart if he should stay at home today. No, Caesar shall not. Caesar shall go forth.
Your wisdom is consumed in confidence, and you're speaking in the third person again. Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate House, and he shall say you are not well. No one will be surprised as you refuse to get the flu shot. Let me, upon my knee, prevail in this. If I could turn back time.
Yes! Let's turn back time.
Oh, dear me.
Dost thou remember that night when we first did meet?
One night at the disco, he wanted to dance slow. He spots a sweet baby, she's such a fine lady, and he walks up to ask her, but a pirate dude just grabbed her. He tells him to back off and cut him some slack off. He says, I see you come here, drinking that cheap beer, act like you own it, I can't condone it, you show me no respect, you got to get off it, you got to get with it, it's time for a swift kick. You see, he owns this town. Best not come around if you wanna get by, then cool it down. If you wanna start something, know one thing: I'm king. Unwanted attention, and did we mention nobody likes you except for the losers? You made a whole army of crazies, some of them stupid, some of them lazy. Pick up your action, act like a grown man, look at the winners, you could be like them. Life is so easy, pleasant and dreamy, if you get off it, if you get with it. You see, he owns this town, best not come around if you wanna get by, then cool it down. If you wanna start something, go on, babe, he's king. You can bring him, never take him. That's just how it is. He's king, he's king, he's king, he's king.
But for thy humor, I shall stay at home today. And here's Decius Brutus to tell them so.
Caesar, all hail. I've come to fetch you to the Senate.
And you're coming very happy time to bid my greetings to the senators and tell them I will not come. It cannot is false. That I dare not is falser.
Say he is sick.
Shall Caesar send a line? Have I in conquest stretched mine arms so far to be afraid to tell brave beards the truth? Decius, go and tell them I will not come.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is in my will. I will not come. That is enough to satisfy the Senate. But for your private satisfaction, Calpurnia dreamt tonight she saw my statue, which like a fountain with 100 spouts did run pure blood. And many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it.
No, I'm good.
These does she apply for portents, warnings, and evils imminent.
Most mighty Caesar, this dream was misinterpreted.
Huh?
Yes, it was a vision fair and fortunate. Your statue, spouting blood from so many pipes, in which so many smiling Romans did bathe, signifies that from you, Rome shall suck reviving blood. This by Calpurnia's dream is signified. Duh.
And this way have you well expounded it.
I have?
Yes.
I mean, I have, right? Yeah. The Senate hath concluded this day to give a crown to mighty Caesar. If you shall send word that you will not go, their minds may change, bless you. Besides, it were a mock act to be rendered, to break up the Senate till Caesar's wife meet with better dreams. My bad. If Caesar shall hide, will they not say, lo, Caesar's a little bitch?
I'm not a bitch.
I know that.
Who says I'm a bitch?
They might say you're a little bitch.
No, I mean it. Who says I'm a bitch?
They might.
I am not a bitch!
Well, that cinches it right there.
Calpurnia, how foolish your dreams seem now. I'm ashamed. I did yield to them. Bring me my robe, for I will go.
Get it yourself!
May I use the bidet?
Yeah, it's on the left.
Thank you.
Oh, see where Metellus has come to fetch me.
Good morrow, Caesar. How's the wife?
A good morrow, Metellus. She's good around somewhere.
Oh, sorry to have missed her. How's the hair?
Bigger than ever.
May I use the bidet?
Yeah, on the left. I think Decius is in there now.
Oh, in that case, I'll just stay right here.
Brutus, are you stirred so early as well?
Good morrow, Caesar.
Good morrow, Casca. Caius Cassius. Caesar was ne'er so much your enemy as that same sickness which hath made you lean.
Nice to see you too.
Welcome,
Troubies!
Good friends, let us taste some wine together. Luscious!
Yes, Caesar?
Luscious?
Hi, my lord.
Work for Caesar too?
I have to for what you pay me.
Luscious wine!
We're all out of wine. I don't know where it went.
Well, then, let us prepare the Senate for our arrival, for Caesar shall go forth. What can be avoided, whose end is purposed by the mighty gods?
Dear Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca. Have an eye to sinner. Mark well Metellus' symbol. Decius loves thee not. Trust not. Oh.
Troubies!
Yeah. Trust not Troubonius. Yeah, my pen, yeah, thank you. Trust not Troubonius, Thou hast wronged them, and there is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. Signed, yours truly, Wikipedia's Minimus, aka Little Wiki, aka the Soothsayer, and there are some who call me Tim. Good, all right, well, Caesar, if thou, thank you very much, lad, thank you. Caesar, if thou reads this, thou mayst live. If not, the fates with traitors to contrive.
Fellow, has Caesar yet left for the capital?
Madam, not yet. I will beseech him to befriend himself.
Why? Knowest thou any harms intended towards him?
None that I know will be, much that I fear may chance.
O Brutus, the heavens speed thee in thine enterprise. This is the dawning of a brave new world. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Yeah.
The Ides of March are come.
Aye, Caesar, but not gone. Read this schedule to my WikiLeaks.
Metellus doth desire you to read his humble plan, my lord.
Mine's a suit that touches Caesar nearer.
What touches us ourselves shall be last, sir.
Delay not, Caesar. Read it instantly.
Well, what? Is the man mad?
Zero, give place.
All right. I warned you. I warned you in scene 1, but did you listen to me? Oh, no. He's just a harmless little soothsayer, isn't he? It's all the same. Always the same. Well, you'll regret this.
Brutus, I fear our purpose is discovered.
Be constant, Cassius, for look, Caesar smiles and doth not change.
Aye, and look, what's his name knows his time, and he draws Mark Antony out of the way. But where's Metellus Simba?
Here. Are we sure we like this plan?
Metellus! It is time.
Casca, you are the first who rears his hand.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his Senate must redress?
Redress.
Most high, most mighty, and most powerful Caesar, Metellus Simba throws before thy seat a humble heart. My brother.
Simba, I must prevent thee. These couchings and these lowly courtesies might fire the blood of ordinary men. Thy brother, by decree, is vanishing.
But Caesar, I have a plan.
If thou dost bend and pray and kiss my ass for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of my way.
Caesar, I kiss thy hand, desiring thee that Metellus' brother be given immediate freedom of repeal.
What? Brutus! I could be well moved if I were as you, but I am constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. The skies are painted with unnumbered sparks. They are all fire, and every one doth shine, but there's but one in all doth hold his place. So in the world, 'tis furnished well with men, and men are flesh and blood and apprehensive. Yet in that number, I do know but one that unassailable holds on his rank unmoved by such pleas. And that I am he. Let me a little show even in this, that I was constant, Metellus' brother be banished, and constant do remain to keep him so. Hands, wilt thou lift up Olympus?
Speak, hands, for me!
The people cry out as it were doomsday.
Stoop, Romans, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, and then raising our red weapons o'er our heads, let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty!
In the ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over.
How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport that now lies no worthy of the dust?
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man?
Soft! Who comes here?
Run!
Most false love. He did bestride the narrow world like a colossus, but when he meant to strike fear, he was as rattling thunder. Antony bade me trust you, and I do not greatly care to be deceived. Know you what you mean to do with me?
Cleopatra, if you apply yourself to our intents, you will find a benefit in this chain.
But if you seek to lay on us a cruelty, you'll put your children to that destruction which we'll guard them from.
Thus did Mark Antony bid me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Mark Antony may safely come to him and be resolved how Caesar deserved to lie in death, Mark Antony will not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow noble Brutus through the hazards of this untrod state. So says Mark Antony.
Tell Antony he shall be satisfied, and by my honor, depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know we shall have him well to friend.
Wish we may, but yet I have a mind that fears him much.
Is this a bad time? I brought you lunch, sir. I cut up the crust like you like.
Oh my God! Man down! Man down! I need a chopper! Don't you die on me! Don't you die on me! Where's that damn chopper? Clear! Clear! Clear!
Call it. Few health professionals in the house tonight. One day we're going to rehearse this. And I swear to God, I will connect these to something.
What happened to your accent?
It's still there.
Mark Antony.
Mark Antony, welcome. Almighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Very well. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus will I shake with you. Next, Decius Brutus, do I take your hand? Now Caius Cassius yours. Now yours, Metellus. Yours, Cinna. My valiant Casca, yours. Though last, not last in love, yours, good Trebonius. Gentlemen, you must conceive me either a coward or a flatterer. That I did love thee, Caesar, 'tis true.
But what contact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we all then not depend on you?
Friends am I with you all, and love you all upon this hope, that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous. Our reasons are so full of good regard that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied. That's all I seek. And that I may present his body to the pulpit, and speak in the order of his funeral. You shall, Mark Antony.
Do not consent. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he will utter?
I will myself into the pulpit first, and show the reason of our Caesar's death.
I know not what may fall, I like it not.
Mark Antony, you shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by our permission after my speech has ended. I do desire no more. Prepare the body then, and follow us. Goodbye, hero. You had a good run. 15 years of ruling the planet, but now your light's faded. Adios, Caesar, that we love the most. This is a toast to what you did and all that you were fighting for. Who could do more? Pardon me, thou pleading Elizabeth. Thy meek, gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. When time marches on, birds come and go, we will sing the melodies that you did long ago. Romans, hear me! Oh, wow. Romans, if there be any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus's love for Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were living and die all slaves, than that Caesar were dead to live all free men? As Caesar did love me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. Who is here so rude as would not be a Roman? If any, speak. For him have I offended. Who is here so vile as will not love his country? If any, speak. For him have I offended. I pause for a reply.
We have no reply!
There's no one, no. Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. With this I depart, that, as I slew Caesar for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself when it shall please my country to need my death. Do grace to Caesar's body, and grace his speech, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. You gentle Romans. That's not how it starts. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Excellent. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Caesar answered it. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Hail Caesar! Oh, masters, citizen form,
gives 75 drachmas, enough for a large pizza.
Little Caesar. Pizza, right?
Here was a Caesar. When comes such another? Never!
Dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah. Everybody get dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah. Everybody get dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah. Everybody get dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah.
Where the hell are you going?
To Caesar's funeral.
As an enemy or a friend?
As a friend.
What's your name?
I'm Sinner the poet.
Tear him to pieces, he's a conspirator.
No, I'm not Sinner the conspirator. I'm Sinner the poet. I'm Sinner the poet.
Tear him to pieces for being a poet!
Dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah. Everybody get dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah. Everybody get dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah. Everybody get dangerous, everybody get dangerous, ooh yeah.
Now let it work. Mischief thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt. You son Octavius Caesar, do you not?
Just about, almost.
I got you.
I do. He lies within 6 leagues of Rome.
Post back to speed and tell him what hath chanced. Here is a mourning robe, a dangerous robe.
Everybody get dangerous.
No robe of safety for Octavius yet.
I will tell them. I hear Brutus and Cassius are rid themselves like madmen through the gates of Rome.
Sweet queen, do not remain.
I dare not, dear Lord, lest I be taken.
In Egypt seek your honor with safety.
Do not go together.
Hear me, queen. The strong necessity of time commands my services a while, but my full heart remains in use with you.
Upon your swords sit long of victory, and smooth success be strewn before your feet. And who knows, maybe we'll have our own story someday. Like Durand, Antony, and Cleopatra.
Blood and destruction shall be thus in use, and Caesar's spirit raging for revenge. Shout with the monarch's voice, cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war. Everybody get dangerous! do with the fallen?
Make them binge watch the entire season of The Lakers?
No!
Cut off their HBO before the series finale of Game of Thrones? Let their shames quickly drive them from Rome and back to their seats. Good job, Dennis. Leave the costume piece in the It's very expensive. Great job. Nice work. Really good. Great performance. Really. Spectacular. Fantastic. A little faster, gentlemen. Get to your seats.
You're young! Come on!
And now! 'Tis time. It's season of the musical Weezer. Oh. 'Tis time we twain did show ourselves in the field, and to that end assemble we immediate counsel. Conspirators thrive in our idleness.
And now, Octavius, you, Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head.
Ooh.
Let our lines be combined.
Let us do so, pinky swear. Ha! For we are made about with many enemies, and some that smile have in their hearts, I fear, millions of mischiefs. Anthony, other guy? Don't leave me out here with this. What's the thing with the hands? They stack them and they say a boogie woogie and they do a yakety. What is it? What is it? Boogity ha! Delightful. Thank you.
Ever since Caesar died, I've been on the lam, running up my credit cards, selling lots of selfies by the side of the road, as you can see from where you are. Can I hustle? Ooh. Can I hustle? Ooh. Leave a 5-star review, and I'll leave you one too. Can I hustle? Not the hustle. Hasta luego, amigos.
Hasta luego!
Hasta luego,
My purse, be gone!
Oh, Brutus.
Brutus, you wrong me in every way. You wrong me.
The Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What should one of us that struck the foremost man of all the world contaminate his fingers now with base bribes? I'd rather be a dog and bathe the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bathe not me. You forget yourself. I am a soldier, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Go to, you are not, Cassius.
I am!
I say you are not. Shall I be frightened when a madman stares?
This has come to this.
You say you're a better soldier. Let it appear so.
Well, do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I should be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for.
Come.
There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats, for I am armed, so strong in honesty that they pass by me as the idle wind.
Well then come, Antony. And young Octavius, you, come. Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius. For Cassius is weary of the world. There is my dagger. Here is my naked breast. If that thou beest a Roman, take it forth! Aye, strike as thou didst at Caesar, for I know and thou didst hate him worse. Thou still lovest him better than ever thou lovest Cassius.
Sheathe your dagger. Give me your hand.
And my heart, too. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I am sick of many griefs. Portia is dead.
What? Portia?
She is dead.
Oh, insupportable and touching loss. Upon what sickness?
impatient of my absence and grief that the young Octavius and Mark Antony have made themselves so strong. With this, she fell distract, and her attendants absent swallowed fire.
And died so?
Even so.
Oh, ye immortal gods.
Is this a bad time?
Speak no more of this. Luscious, some wine.
Okay, look, I brought wine. How about that?
And call the others forth.
Here, Luscious, till the wine more swells to come.
Oh, I like your style, big guy. Hold on, let me get the fellas. Fellas! Good to see you now. Come on this way. Come on. Right this way.
Metellus, sit up. I have received letters that the young Octavius and Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition towards Echo Park.
Echo Park. Myself have letters of the self-same tenor.
With what addition?
That Octavius, Antony, and their armies have put to death 100 senators.
Fake news. Mine speaks of 70 senators dead. But to our work alive, what think you of marching presently to Echo Park?
Echo Park. I do not think it good.
What reason, Metellus?
'Tis better that the enemy seek us, so shall they waste their means and weary their soldiers, whilst we are full of rest, defense, and nimbleness. I've worked up a spreadsheet and a plan. Soon I'll have a deck.
Nay, good Metellus, our legions are brimful, our cause is right. The enemy increases every day. We at our height are ready to decline.
There is a tide in the affairs of man, which, taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted, and all the voyages of their lives are bound up in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves.
We'll meet him at Echo Park.
Echo Park. Is there nothing more to be said? I haven't said anything.
Well then, no more. Unless we want to hear my plan. All right, good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, dear.
Dear Brutus, this was an ill beginning of the night.
Everything is well. Good brothers, good night.
Wait, is this supposed to be in the scene?
Luscious!
Coming! Yes, my lord?
Canst thou hold up thy heavy eyes a while, and touch thy instrument a string or two?
You want to touch my instrument?
No, I want you to touch your instrument. I'll just stand here and listen.
That's gonna be extra. I'll give you the Robert Kraft special. Oh, Patriot.
A song, boy!
Wait a minute, you want to hear it? You're going to fight a war tomorrow, and you want to hear a ditty?
I will not hold you long.
Is that supposed to entice me? Okay, my lord. One song, but that's it. Then we have to fight a war. Kraft, you can't just sit around and listen to music. I'm not Pandora. You just got that. This song goes out to my lord. Let's get ready to go out and fight a war tomorrow. Hope everything goes well. What's the deal with this guy? Tomorrow we will all surely die. In a perfect situation, and I feel like I could cry. Ides of March, twist of fate. All you have to do is win, and you're the hero. The score's 1-0. Ides of hungry nights, bloody days, gonna set the countryside ablaze. The weather's getting wetter, don't destroy my king sweater. Enemies all around.
day, singing singing with me, brew, singing you're a little pitchy, nothing worse. I've planned, now I'm leaving Neverland. A perfect situation, but I'm a one-man band. Caesar's gone, not around, all because he wore a crown 'twas made of flowers. Now bloody showers, singing sometimes I bore myself singing
This is a sleepy tune. Good night, gentle knave. How ill this chamber burns. What, who comes here? I think it is the weakness of mine eyes that shapes this monstrous apparition. Yet it comes upon me. Art thou anything? Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil, which makes my blood cold and my hair to stare?
I'm thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Great Caesar's ghost! Why comest thou?
To tell thee, thou shalt see me at Echo Park.
Oh, so I will see thee again.
Aye, at Echo Park.
Okay, so I'll see thee again at Echo Park.
Yeah, I think we've well established that.
Okay, so Echo Park. Is there a timetable I should be looking at?
Once with my homies, dissing my world, you stabbed me in my front. What did I ever do to you guys that made you so violent? Oh, and you know I'm yours. Oh, and I know you're mine. And that's for all of time. I'm just like Julius Weezer. Oh, and Julius Weezer goes. I don't care what they say about me anymore. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Bang, bang, I'm knocking the door tomorrow. You want to fight a war?
Oh, no! What did you do? Your wife is gone now. She's a ghost too. You can't run and you can't hide. What's the matter, babe? It's like someone died. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter, babe? You don't want this to change.
Rio, I was just like Julius Caesar. Oh, I'm Julius 2.0. I don't care what they say about me anyway. I don't care about that. 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 And now, back to the green room, till I see thee at Echo Park. I'm gonna haunt you every day.
Now, I have taken heart, thou vanishest, ill spirit. I would hold more talk with thee.
Echo Park. This would be where Hash Pipe starts, Eric.
And every Shakespearean track
better as you do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius.
In your bad strokes, you give good words, Brutus. Witness the hole you made in Caesar's heart, crying, "Long live Hail Caesar!"
Ooh, burn!
The posture of your blows is quite well known, Anthony. But for your words, they rob the honeybees and leave them honeyless.
Not stingless, too.
Because a bee has got to sting!
Stingless and soundless, too, for you've stolen their buzzing, Antony, and very wisely threat before you sting.
Villains! You did not sow while your vile daggers hacked in the sides of Caesar. You showed your teeth like apes, and fawed like hounds, and bowed like servants, kissing Caesar's feet while Stancaska behind struck Caesar on the neck. Oh, you flatterers!
Flatterer! Flatterer! This tongue had not offended so today if Cassius might have ruled.
Come, the cause. If arguing make us sweat, the proof of it will turn to redder drops. I draw my sword against conspirators. When think you the sword goes up again? Never! That's when, till Caesar's 33 wounds be well avenged. It's so smoky out here, it's like I'm in Shenyun.
Yes, now on tour, the Golden Burt Reynolds in the Mikado. Now then, Brutus, if we lose today, are you contented to be led in triumph through the streets of Rome?
No, Cassius, no. Think not, thou noble Roman, that Brutus will ever go bound to Rome.
Aye, a peevish schoolboy joined with a masker and a reveler.
Old Cassius still! Goddamn you traitorous bastards! This is the end of the line. There'll be widespread bloodshed in the meadow, but you'll be dead, no baby.
All you big talk, big walk don't affect me. You're the epitome, a public enemy.
Why you wanna go into my uncle like that? Come on, feel and dance with me.
I do not like you, so please, hello. I'm here, I'm waiting. I think I'd be good to slay you, and you be good to slay me. That no can't overlap the conspiracy. Watching Caesar drop has caused quite a spectacle. But then my heart stopped listening to Antony's speech. Fall from grace or methods impeached. I didn't want to destroy my total love. Happy as I
then when you have stomachs, ooh, fan drop, fan pickup, shield strike, offstage glitter reapplication.
This same day must end the work the Ides of March begun. Whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore our everlasting farewell take. If we do meet again, why, we shall smile. If not, why then, this parting was well made.
We'll smile indeed.
Come home, away, away!
Who you calling home? Never get so. Hey, do I get a real sword this time, please?
Thus, with a magic wing, our swift scene flies from camp to camp through the foul womb of fight. The hum of either army shrilly sounds, fire enters fire, and through the paly flames, each battle sees the other's amber
feel lucky, wicky. Steed threatens steed with high and boastful gaze, piercing the fight's dull ear, and from the tents the armorers accomplishing the nice with busy hammers, closing rivets.
Oh, look there, Casper, look, our soldiers flee.
Oh, Cassius Brutus gave the word too soon, who having some advantage on Octavius took it too eagerly. His troops fell to spoil, whilst we by Antony are all enclosed.
Good Casca, this is my birthday, as this very day was Cassius born, and where I did begin, there shall I end. Crows and vultures fly o'er our heads as we were sickly prey. Their shadows seem a canopy most fatal, under which our army lies, ready to give up the ghost.
Happy birthday, my lord.
Fly further off, Cassius! Fly further off! Mark Antony is in your tents. He's seizing your hard drives.
This hill is far enough, good sinner. Casper, look, are those my tents when I perceive the fire?
They are, my lord.
Mount thy horse and bring us word whether yon troops are friend, enemy, or frenemy.
I will be here again, even with the thought.
Sinner, get higher on that hill. Aye, regard Casca. Aye, and tell me what thou noticed about the field, eh?
Hey.
What news, sirrah?
Oh, my lord!
What news?
You can see everything from up here. Casca's surrounded about by horsemen that make to him on the spur, yet he spurs on. Oh, they were almost upon him. Now, Casca, go! Oh, he's tame. And hark! They shout for joy.
Come down, sinner, behold no more. Oh, coward that I am to live so long, to see my best friend taken before my face. Come hither, sinner, and with this good dagger that ran through Caesar's bowels, search this bosom. Take thou the hilt, and when my face is covered, guide thou the sword, sinner. When my face is covered. When my face is covered, then guide thou the sinner. When my face is covered like this.
Caesar, thou art revenged, even with the dagger that killed thee.
No, I'm okay.
Far from this country sinners shall run, when never Roman shall take note of him. I hear Pacoimus nice.
Come this way! Quickly! You two, oh no. He doesn't look so well.
I just took some Alka-Seltzer.
Casca,
yes.
There's so much happening right now. A lot of moving parts. I feel like if we're not careful, this is where we'll lose people. All right, right now. You think it might have happened earlier, right?
I think so.
Okay. These are for the people that are still holding on. I feel like I should give a brief update if you agree.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so we've murdered Julius Weezer, and we spent a lot of money at Joanne Fabrics doing it. Right? We then went on the run. Oh, and side note, we were subpoenaed by the Senate, but we've heard that really doesn't mean anything anymore. So we've decided to just not go. Right? Then we took an intermission, hopefully sold some t-shirts up there, limited edition on sale now. And then we came back for Act 2. We introduced a completely new character, Octavius Ooey-Oo, who buys his wall paint from Sephora. We then assassinated 4 audience members whose performances rival many of those you've seen on stage here. Not supposed to agree with that, all right, and now, we came out here. I asked if I could do an update. You agreed. Yes. Now the update is up to date. I am now free-form updating in real time. You're looking at me. You're nodding. Okay? People are breathing. That woman is nodding and blinking. Many others are rethinking their entertainment choices. And now back to the Shakespeare. Octavius, the fanboy, is overthrown by noble Brutus and Cassius, the one who looks like Schneider from One Day at a Time. He is overthrown by Antony.
These tidings will well comfort Cassius.
Oh, wait! Is not that he that lies upon the ground in a modified child's pose? What? Is it birthday? Oh no! Okay, hold on, I gotta put my hat on.
Happy birthday to you. Cassius is no more. Mistrust of my success had done this deed.
We go to Brutus and thrust this report into his ears.
Yes, and I shall thrust my plan into his ears. Come, you, let's go.
It's true, but why didst thou send me forth, brave Cassius? Did I not meet thy friends? Did they not bake this cupcake and bid me give it thee? Didst thou not hear their shouts? Thou hast misconstrued everything. But take this cupcake. Out, brief candid. Brutus, come apace and see how I regard Caius Cassius. By your leave, gods, this is a Roman's part. Come, Cassius dagger, and find good Casca's heart. No, no.
Where? Come and stop this body line. No, yonder, with Casca mourning it. Mounting it. Mourning it.
Casca is slain.
This was not part of the plan.
Saying so. Oh, Julius Weezer, thou art mighty yet. Thy spirit walks abroad and turns our swords in our own proper entrails. The last of all the Romans. Fare thee well. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Soldiers, you gotta try this. It's really good.
Yeah.
Soldiers, yet ere night, we shall try fortune in a second fight!
Oh, my brave emperor! Oh, indeed! And we got no sooner we had driven them home with clouds about their heads.
Brilliant! There we go! Thou leadest to peace, my Sephora is smudged. They do retreat!
They're beaten, sir, and our vengeance serves for a fair victory.
I didn't use any of my little fogies. I want to do some of those. There we go, little fogies. Let us score their backs and snatch them and take them from behind. 'Tis sport tomorrow, runner.
I'll halt after.
No, you should go first because everyone knows I'm Octavius! Bitches.
A word!
What says noble Brutus?
What? I? No! Not for all the world! A piece of that, no words.
I'd rather kill myself like this! Perhaps I overreacted.
Hark thee, Decius. Send Metellus over.
What ill request did Brutus make to thee?
To kill him! Yes, I will away now to Kaiser Temporary. Or it will be years to their permanente. I'll take this part. You bring the rest with you.
Come hither, Metellus. Just a word. The spirit of Julius Weezer hath appeared to me several times at night. I know my hour is come.
Tis not so, my lord. I have a plan.
No! I am sure it is, Metellus. Thou seest the world, how it goes. Our enemies have beat us to the pit. It is more worthy we should leap in ourselves than tarry till they push us. I prithee, Metellus, hold thou my sword hilts whilst I run on it.
'Tis not an office for a friend, my lord, especially not one with a plan. What, my lord?
Countrymen, my heart doth joy that yet in all my life.
Hold on, they're taking in the sight gag.
Oh, wait. How can they see it?
Cheech and Chong moved in next door.
Countrymen, my heart doth joy that yet in all my life I have found no man but he was true to me. I shall have more glory in this losing day than Octavius and Mark Antony. So fare thee well, for Brutus's tongue hath almost ended his life's history. My bones would rest. Therefore farewell, good Metellus, good Luscious, and farewell. Don't move. Farewell, noble Trebonius.
Farewell, noble Brutus. That worked.
You mean none of those are real?
The Alka-Seltzer.
Whatever that means.
He took it for pain.
If you have to explain it, Jolie.
I hate that it's come to this.
I think they all do.
I hate that it's come to this, but Metellus, what's your damn plan?
Hear me out. Remove all your clothes and pile them on the floor. Do it, willy-nilly. And then in V formation, frog crawl to the back of the stage. Switch places with the band. I call the cello because I had it for 3 months in middle school. Alright? Then that boy there will have a coughing fit for 9 seconds. Ignore him. Olivia Newton-John will walk in selling macrame keychains.
Thou art a fellow of a good respect. Thy life hath had a smatch of honor in it. Hold thou my sword, and turn away thy face. Wilt thou, Lucius?
Oh, no, my lord, no. How about another ditty? How about
I don't think so.
When you're on a holiday,
No.
I'm sailing gay away.
No, never give you up, never say goodbye. No.
Ha, 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 staying alive.
No. He can sing it after I'm dead. That cool? Great. Thank you. Wilt thou?
They're all high.
Wilt thou?
Take my hand first, my lord. Very well.
Farewell, Lucius. On the count of 3.
1,
1,
2, 3.
Caesar, now be still. I killed not thee with half so good a will.
No, my lord! No! Die more center! No, my lord! No!
What man is that?
Where is the noble Brutus?
Free from the bondage that you are in, my lord. For Brutus only overcame himself, and no man else hath honored by his death.
How died the man?
I don't know.
You tell
I did it! I did it! I held the sword and he did run on it. It's so sad. So sad. Wow, that's really good. It's amazing how sugar makes everything better. This was the noblest Roman of them all. All the conspirators, they only did what they did in envy of great Caesar. He was an honest thought and common good to all, made one of them. What are you laughing at? Freaking man died. Bunch of sick pickers. His life was gentle. All the elements mixed in him so that nature might stand up one day and say to the world, this was a man. Sleep, good Brutus. Say hi to Grumpy Cat. You people should get out more. Singing, oh, 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 oh. Sing it with me, Octi. Sing, oh, 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 oh. You're a little pitchy.
According to his virtue, let us use it, with all respect and rights of burial.
Within my tent tonight his bones shall lie, most like a soldier ordered onwardly. And now we're almost done. And now, let us call the field to rest and let's away to part the glories of this happy day.
After the havoc that the wars did wreak, no more words will critics have to speak. We've got no answers to the tangled knot. Sweet time in your cause.
Somebody said, all the world's a stage and each of us is a player. Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you. In Act 1, I was struggling to survive. Nobody wanted my action, dead or alive. In Act 2, I hit the big time, and bodies be piling up all behind. And I can't help myself, because I was born to shine. If you don't like it, you can shove it. But you don't like it, you love it. So I'll be up here all in a rage till they pull the curtain down on this stage.
He's the greatest man that ever lived, that ever lived, that ever lived. Is that ever lived, that ever lived, that ever lived, that ever. I am the greatest man that ever lived. I was born to live.
Who you calling home?
I never get home.
Thank you, everybody. That's our show. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What a good time we had with you all. We got one more before we let you guys go. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's our little story. We hope we got it right. It only took 2 hours, 'cause we ain't got all night. History rewritten. We looked into the dark and shined a light.
The ladies of the story all try to warn the guy.
I know everybody dies.
Those men, they never listen.
Well, I guess
cat should play the drums.
Take me back, back to the shack, back to the strap with the lightning strap. Hitting the door, more hardcore, rocking out like a time before. Let's turn up the radio, turn off those stupid singing shows. I know where we need to go, back to the shack. We thought we'd never make it, thought nobody gave a damn. Then Scott Steiner came to play and we had a Weezer jam. Rock and roll with a real rock star, crossing off our bucket list. But I really hope their lawyers aren't here to serve a cease and desist. Take me back, back to the shack, back to the strap with the lightning strap. Hitting the door.